Hey, welcome race fans. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and right now we're in the practice session, just finishing out, actually this is qualification, sorry about that. 2:48 left in qualifications. Thomas Golab is the top time, 142.738 so far. Take a look at Danielle Fidimari, 143.015, setting in the second position. See Adam Karkazeski is third, 143.049. Gregor Bulat, 143.202 in fourth, and Morris Pashuta, 143.432 in fifth. Check a few things out here, make sure our side-by-side is working. Looks like it is, so thanks so much for coming in and going in TurnLeft TV. Watching the race tonight, Sim Racing Mania at Hungaroring, final race of the season. All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Hungaroring. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Sim Racing Mania makes a stop at Hungaroring for a 45-minute race. It's race number 8. It is the season finale of the 2019 Blancpain GT3 series. It's been a good one, man. A lot of fun here. I've been greatly enjoyed this season. I'm excited for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Who's going to take home the championship? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, it's Hungaroring, baby. It's the final race of the season. It's Sim Racing Mania, and we're going to crown the champion tonight in the Blancpain GT3 series. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Finishing out the qualification session, looks like Thomas Golab will be the pole sitter here at 142.738. Well, we mentioned that it was the final race of the season, and the standings coming into tonight's race. We'll look at the top 20. Danielle Fidimari, 308, sits on top there. Gregor Bulat, 284. In the second position, Antti Rossi is in third, 278. Adam Karkazeski sits in the fourth position with 226 points. Giacomo Ettori, 222 in fifth. You see Arthur Zakula, Stefano De Nadal, Andre Rosu, Lorenzo Finetto, and Michael Brooks rounding out the top 10. Take a look at the track here at Hungaroring. A little bit hard to read there, but located in Hungary, as you might have guessed. 4.3 kilometer, almost 4.4 kilometer road course, 14 turns, a lot of fun, man. Good passing opportunities, some hairpin turns here, chicane or two, and it is a lot of fun. I love this track. Should be a great one here tonight. Got a 10-minute warm-up session. Get things going. Thanks so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeft TV. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. Hit that subscribe button, and then don't forget to hit that little bell so you get updates when races are going live. I have videos uploaded. And then if you'd like, you can hit a donation or send a donation by hitting that donate button up in the banner of the channel and make a donation through PayPal. Thanks so much for your support. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up button. And thank you for tuning in to TurnLeft TV. Last week's winner, man, Gregor Bulat. There's going to be some discussion after the race, I would imagine. A lot of drama in that race, but Gregor Bulat came out the victorious Zandvoort, so congratulations to him. We got a special guest, man. Javier Conti joining us. Hi, everybody, he says. Hopefully he's out here on the track. I don't see his name, man. Is he not racing tonight? Oh, it's not the same without you. Thanks for coming out and joining in the chat session. If you can't be here, you might as well tune in, right? We'll take a look at where we've been this season. I believe we will. It's been a fun season. We're down to one race, Hungaroring. Let's take a look back at the season with a season recap. The season began at round 1 at Brands Hatch. James Juba with that McLaren in P1 to start the race. And, he led every lap. Got a little mire behind some lap traffic, and Hector Thompson reeling him in a little bit. James Juba stepped on the gas, got around some lap traffic, and Hector Thompson stayed into the early, coming off the turn, had a little trouble with some lap traffic and the wall. James Juba rides comfortably to get a win in round 1. A stop at Silverstone for round number 2. Danielle Vidimari had that Aston Martin in P1 to start the race, and a dominating performance by him. Led every single lap on his way to victory to claim the top spot for round number 2. And it was a big one at Silverstone. Next up was 60 minutes at Spa for round number 3. Gregor Bulat qualified that Porsche in P1. Gregor makes a pit stop at the 44-minute mark and relinquishes the lead. Once pit stop cycled around, Bulat reclaims the lead and drives home the victory for round number 3 at Spa. Next up, we head to Nürburgring for round number 4 in the championship. Thomas Golab puts that McLaren in P1 to start the race. Thomas was in command nearly the whole race, but Danielle Vidimari started to close in, and at the 6-minute mark makes a huge pass. A little bit of a drag race down the front stretch. Danielle Vidimari proves to be too much for Thomas Golab, and he's able to get around heading into turn 1 and never look back. Daniele Vittimari taking home the victory at Nürburgring. So a huge race victory for Daniele Vittimari. We head to Circuit Paul Ricard for round 5. Boris Paschuta qualifies that Aston Martin in P1. Right out of the gate, Gregor Bulat all over the back of Boris Paschuta, drag racing him down into the chicane. Muscling his way around that Aston Martin to put that Porsche in P1. Into the night, Gregor Bulat takes that Porsche home for victory at Paul Ricard. So huge race win for Gregor Bulat. Round 5. For round 6, we head to Misano. Daniele Vittimari once again has that Aston Martin starting in P1. And it was all Aston Martin, all Daniele Vittimari here at Misano. Convincing fashion, it comes away with win number 3. Daniele Vittimari, round 6 winner. Round number 7, we head to Zandvoort. A little rainy on the dunes of the Netherlands. Gregor Bulat qualifies on the pole with that Porsche heading into race number 7. Things going as planned for Gregor Bulat until Michael Brooks coming around and hitting hard into the tire barrier, back out onto the track. Gregor Bulat, heads up move. Race winning move right there. Farouk Talib, hard contact with Michael Brooks. Gregor Bulat did not lose his composure. Kept that Porsche up front in the rain through the accident. Comes home with the race victory in round number 7 at Zandvoort. His 3rd victory of the season. Big win for Gregor Bulat. That brings us to the final round tonight. Round 8 at Hungaroring to crown the champion. Start thinking about the guys who have a possibility of winning a championship. You really got to narrow it down to 3. Daniele Vittimari, Gregor Bulat, and Antti Rossi coming into tonight's race. Vittimari obviously sitting in the driver's seat with Bulat and Rossi needing a lot of things go right for them to be able to pull off a championship run here this season. But nonetheless, the top 3 coming into tonight, those are the guys you want to keep your eye on. All right, man, so we're setting it up here for the final race of the season. See how that recap played out, and really looking at 3 guys there with a chance to take home that series championship. So just a couple minutes left here in the warm-up session, and we're going to make it happen. Again, thanks so much for coming in, and appreciate your patronage. Side-by-side view. Want to say, again, thanks for coming in and checking out TurnLeft TV. Hey, we got 2 Lorenzo Finettos. Take a look at the ugly cam here. Hey, thanks for coming in. If you want to support TurnLeft TV, you can also click on that Fanatic link down in the description of this race. Black Friday just, oh wait, Black Friday's passed, but hey, they still got the sales going on, man, all the way through Christmas. If you like to purchase some Fanatic equipment, give those guys a look and follow that link. That would help me out. That would do me a solid right here, TurnLeft TV. You can look me up on Twitter at TurnLeft TV or Facebook at TurnLeft TV1. And then there's my Discord address up in the top left. Thanks so much for your support coming out. We'll get that ugly cam off there. Coming up on Thursday, man, got a huge race here. Going to be doing some late models. That's right, late model short track action in the rFactor 2 Sim for Happy Hour Racing League. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Heat race, 40 laps, and then the feature race is 100 laps. So excited about that. That's coming up this Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, December 5th, right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, you got what you got, that's for sure. Now, with just a few seconds left here in the warm-up session, whatever you've tried to figure out, you got to have it figured out now because it is game time, boys and girls. Game time. My dog's barking. Somebody must be walking by the front of the house. That's usually how that works. All right, boys and girls, it is that time. Time to get things started here.
Non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
My dog is going bat stuff crazy right now. Starting on the pole here is Thomas Golab in that McLaren. Danielle Fittimari starts in that second position. In third, Gregor Poulat in that Porsche. In the fourth position is Adam Karkazeski. BMW Morris Pashuta in that Aston Martin is in fifth. Mata Ndika starting in the sixth position. In seventh is Giacomo Ettori in that Porsche. In eighth is Danielle Nieto in that eighth place car. In the ninth position is Camille Samasia. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anthony Rossi starting in the 10th position. It's rounding out the top 10. So we got our points leaders all starting up front here in the top 10. Anthony Rossi the furthest back in 10th. All right, boys and girls, it is time to tighten those belts. Hold on to that wheel and get up in the edge of that seat. Here we go. Thomas Golab on the throttle. In that McLaren, he is going to be tough to beat here tonight. Danielle Fittimari in second. Gregor Poulat third. Adam Karkazeski is fourth. Look at Gregor Poulat, who is second in points, right behind Danielle Fittimari. Danielle Fittimari running in the second position is our points leader coming into tonight. A lot of things going to have to go right, I think, for Gregor Poulat or Antti Rossi to be able to pull off a championship. And that also means a lot of things are going to have to go wrong for Danielle Fittimari with the points lead that he has. Got Morris Pashuta. He's got one pole position this season. Now running in the fifth position. Thomas Golab there leading the first lap. at this pass here, trying to take a look at the pass. This is Adam Karkoszewski getting by Gregor Poulat to take over the third position. Gregor Poulat now back to fourth as Adam Karkoszewski muscling his way through in that BMW. That's sort of been the story of the season there. Adam Karkoszewski really feels like with that BMW has sort of been behind the 8 ball there compared to some of these other drivers with those BMWs maybe not being as strong as the Porsches or the Aston Martins. But I'll tell you, he has really done a great job of getting that car up front. Take a look at Michael Brooks and Stefano De Nadal. Michael Brooks there, what's he doing, man? Is he cutting the track? He's mowing some grass over there. Michael Brooks there picking up a position. He ends up giving that back to Daniel Nieto. Stefano De Nadal gets by. Luke Holm there in that BMW, just behind a couple BMWs there running together. Andre Rousseau looking to make a pass here in that Aston Martin. Oh man, we've got some shenanigans here. It looks like Stefano De Nadal off track, and I think there was some contact. Take a look at there. This is Michael Brooks. Ooh, man, he sort of misses that turn a little bit, gets into Stefano De Nadal, and loses a couple positions. Oh, there's contact right there. Now Michael Brooks coming around. This guy's a little contact here early on. Let's see what happened here. Stefano, I think Michael Brooks there might have missed that turn a little bit, gets into Stefano De Nadal, and then those guys going to get by. And a little bit after this, some more contact right there. Now Michael Brooks back out on track. Take a look at Dino Faldetta right now running in the 21st position in that McLaren. He's been sort of unfortunate to get really caught up in some of the other accidents along the way here, and he's had a tough season, but he's kept his head up here and hoping to have a good finish here tonight, finish out this season. As you see Michael Brooks, who has lost some positions there, now battling Dino Faldetta for position. Michael Brooks, as Dino Faldetta goes off track there a little bit in that overrun area, Michael Brooks is going to take that spot. Andre Rousseau and Xavier Eugenie battling for position. Xavier Eugenie running in that BMW there. Andre Rousseau in that McLaren. It looks like we got that sort of figured out, I think. Might have had a pass and then a pass back, or there might have been a connection issue. Guys battling for position there. So Xavier Eugenie in that BMW, Andre Rousseau in his Aston Martin number 97 car. It was 14th and 15th. Well, guess what, man? While we've been fooling around, somebody snuck by. Daniel Vidimari caught Thomas Golab and did a little crossover move. No, he ends up back to the left, getting him on that left side. So that Aston Martin of Daniel Vidimari now in front as Thomas Golab back to the second position. He's trying to gain that spot back, doesn't do it. So good battle right there, and don't forget about that third place car, Adam Karkoszewski. This guy has been solid all season long. Gregor Poulat in fourth, Morris Pashuta running in the fifth position. Mara Ndika running in the sixth spot in that Porsche. Aston Martin. Sorry about that. It's a Porsche behind him, and that is Giacomo Ettore. Looking at the back of this Aston Martin. Here we go. Have that portion of 7th place car, Giacomo Ettore. I have a feeling that Giacomo Ettore is just sizing Mata and Dinka up right now. He looks like he wants a round. On board here with Giacomo Ettore, and you see, man, he is all over the back of that Aston Martin, just looking for a spot here to be able to pull off that pass. And oh, he's got a nose underneath him right here going into the turn. He backs off. Michael Hosnick trying to take over that 17th spot. Got a car coming into the pits, I believe. He's running in 17th. New driver there, Christian Muscala, battling for position. Christian's going to try to get around and get around Michael Hosnick, and a couple of McLarens there battling for a spot. Richard Brooks also in this battle as well. He's running in the 18th position. Take a look at Valerio Margarito. Now, I'm not sure what's happened to Michael Hosnick, but he came off track, and it looks like he's retired his machine. Oh, he makes contact with the wall and then comes back out on track. He might have gotten into Michael Brooks. And Michael Brooks has had a tough race here. And again, we're going to take a look at Michael Hosnick and see what happened. Him are catching this late in the game. He makes contact with the wall and then comes back out on the track, and Michael Brooks makes contact, not hard contact, but a little right side contact. But I think Michael Hosnick realizes this car is toast and retires that machine. That's unfortunate for him. Giacomo Ettore, Mata and Dinka battling for a position. They have been battling for quite a few laps there as Giacomo Ettore now takes that spot. It takes over the 6th spot. Mata now back to 7th. Take a look at Antti Rossi, where he's 3rd in points. He has not gotten a win this season, but man, he's just had consistent races. His lowest place finish is an 11th place finish, so he is shown 3rd in points coming into tonight's race. Right now running in the 9th position. This guy just keeps plugging away. Mr. Consistency, Antti Rossi. He's got Daniel Nieto just behind him in the 10th spot in that Aston Martin. It's a tight battle right there between the two of those guys. Furman Numahati running in the 12th position. That Aston Martin, and we skipped over Luke Holm. So got that BMW running in 11th. Crack that top 10. Right now, it is all Daniele Vitamari and Aston Martin, and that's been the story of the season. He's got 3 wins. Wins in races 2, 4, and 7. 2, 4, and 6, I should say, and then 3, 5, 7. That's right, it just worked out that way. 3, 5, 7 was Gregor Bulat, and then who won that other race? Who was that? It was James Juba. He won a race and then quit. It's like Daniel Nieto might have come around here. We'll take a look. Might have missed this turn and spun this car. Look at that, man. He comes around and oh, no contact so far. As long as he doesn't get waylaid there, as you see Luke Holland go by. So on board here with him. Watch this. He's going to work this wheel as he gets wide right here, and this thing just comes around on him, and he is trying to hang on, keep it off the wall, and he does a good job right there. But Daniel get that car back. Maybe in the top 10. He's running in the 11th position right now. Andre Rousseau, Furman Nuahadi battling for position. Couple Aston Martins battling it out down the front stretch. Andre Rousseau has that preferred line. Furman Nuahadi now in 13th as Andre Rousseau takes that 12th spot. Stefano De Nadal and Richard Brooks battling for position. Stefano making a move here, trying to get around, and Richard Brooks going to come back on that inside and do a little crossover move. And gets back by Stefano De Nadal. Valerio Margarito and Antonello Mastro battling for position down into the turn. Contact between the two of those guys. Oh, and it hooked him right there. Hooked him. Oh my gosh, that was a hard lick into the tire barrier. Valerio Margarito hard into the tire barrier. Man, those guys were just, that was a slugfest into the turn. Watch this, man. Side by side. There's a little bit of contact, I think, late in this down the straightaway. And you're going to see, I think might have gotten off track there a little bit, but then he got, he got into Valerio Margarito and turned him into the wall. What a tough break right there. That was a battle. We'll take a look at that again. Just a drag race down into the turn, and then a little bit of contact right here. And then into the tire barrier. Look at Claudio Barrera now running in the 16th position as he gets around Christian Muscala. Christian came around. Not sure what happened to Christian here. Went into the turn. Oh, he just gets off track right there. And it spins that car. No harm, no foul, but he does lose a couple positions. Getting that McLaren back out on track. Camille Zmeja. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. He's off track there, coming through and missed that turn and going over the rumble strips. Right now, Christian running in the 19th position. I gotta tell me I got the wrong standing screen up there. Kind of sucks that I have to change that screen, but there you go. There's the gap. See, that's why I only get a few viewers on my videos, because I keep messing up. 28 minutes in, or 28 minutes left to go, just a little over 28 minutes left to go, and Danielle Vidimari say, see, there's the gap right there. You see that? 2.5 seconds over Thomas Golab. Adam Karkaszewski in third, Gregor Bulat fourth, Morris Pashuta in fifth. Take a look at Lorenzo Finetto in that McLaren right now running in the 15th position. Out there by himself, so to speak. Oh, he missed that turn just a little bit. Looking at maybe Xavier Eugenie out of the front of his car. A new Mahadi up there as well in 13th. Take a look at Thomas Golab here running in second. Man, these guys have been pretty spot on here. Thomas Golab, Adam Karkaszewski been running pretty similar lap times, staying right there together. Guys go by. Did you see Gregor Bulat and Morris Pashuta going by? Palmolitori, Mata and Dika go by, and then a little bit of a gap here. I actually think that's Camille Zmeja running in the 8th position. Good run for him so far. I don't know what's happened. Something's going on with Richard Brooks, and I don't know if there's been contact with him or what, but this is Christian Muscala and Richard Brooks. Richard Brooks, oh, he looks like he lost his connection. Richard Brooks lost his connection here. Oh, my heavens, man. That is a tough break for Richard Brooks, and he's having a pretty decent night and ends up losing his connection. That is just a shame. This battle for the 2nd position is tightening up here a little bit. Thomas Golab, Adam Karkazeski starting to tighten things up. Take a look at Gregor Bulak. He's running in the 4th position. Remember, he's 2nd in points. He has 3 wins this season. What was it? Races 3, 5, and 7 for Gregor Bulak. Got that big win last week. Morris Pashuta. Saw those guys battling earlier this season as Morris Pashuta took the pole. We were looking at Paul Ricard, if I'm not mistaken, and Thomas Golab all over the back of him early on and got around through the chicane and went on for the race victory in that race. But here they are running right there in the same zip code. Right here in the United States, we call that the zip code. It's the postal code. That Morris Pashuta starting to battle to try to get around Gregor Bulak on the outside, and Gregor Bulak holds onto that spot. How about that, man? Big move by that Porsche. Some good racing going on between the two of those guys, Morris Pashuta, Gregor Bulak. Look at Luke Hollum. Oh, Antti Rossi off track right there. Antti Rossi off track in that Porsche. Something's happened to Antti Rossi. He came off track. Whether he missed a turn or what, but take a look at Antti Rossi. Oh, he just gets that car a little oversteer coming off the turn. I think he got it into that in that grassy area, that strip of grass there. I think that's grass. Yeah, he gets that car, no grip right there, then he comes around and head on into the wall. Not good news for Antti Rossi. Not a hard contact, but he's lost a couple positions now. Antti Rossi now back to the 11th spot. This guy right now just is not making any mistakes. And that is Daniel Vidimari. Thomas Golab in 2nd, Adam Karkazeski 3rd, Gregor Bulak 4th, Morris Pashuta rounding out the top 5. Battle right here. Farouk Talib goes off track there. Valerio Margarito. Now, Valerio Margarito is a little bit behind the 8 ball there, so to speak. He is actually in 23rd, letting Farouk Talib get by. Well, he looks like he's going back by him there. So a couple Porsches there not battling for position. I guess they are. I take that back. They're battling for the 22nd position. Oh, it's my first day. My first broadcast ever. So 22 minutes left to go, and Daniel Vidimari has opened up a almost a 6-second lead, about 5.5 seconds over Thomas Golab. Adam Karkazeski third, Gregor Bulat fourth, Morris Bashuta fifth. Look at that 6 through 10, Giacomo Tori, Mata Andika, Camille Zamaja. I'm going to end up being able to pronounce that name before it's over with. Luke Hollum and Daniel Nieto rounding out the top 10. Take a look at that Xavier Eugenie in that BMW. He is running in the 14th position. Just ahead of him is Furman Numahadi. These guys running pretty close together here. Looking out of the front of Xavier Eugenie's machine at that Aston Martin of Furman Numahadi. He is a little bit faster in certain portions of the track here, so we'll kind of keep our eye on that battle. Michael Brooks and Christian Muscala battling for positions. A little BMW versus McLaren, and Michael Brooks going to gain that spot, now takes over the 18th position. Muscala back to 19th. Good pass there. I'm feeling that battle isn't over either. Take a look at that Dino Faldetta running in the 20th spot. He's had a pretty quiet night here. He's run those guys have just done a great job. Richard Brooks and Michael Brooks and Dino Faldetta. All the guys there that help out do help here at Sim Racing Mania. And I really appreciate all their work and making me feel welcome and letting me come in and broadcast these races too. It's been a blast, and I want to send out my kudos and well wishes and thanks to Dino Faldetta and the entire crew, Sim Racing Mania. Take a look at Adam Karkazeski. And that BMW as you get by a lap car there. So Adam Karkazeski running in the 3rd position at BMW. And he is not letting Thomas Golab get away from him. The gap's increased a little bit, but look at that, man. He is looking right up the back of Thomas Golab's McLaren. And I tell you, you really got to think about late race charge here from Adam Karkazeski. Definitely got that in there. Look at this, Andre Rousseau and Antti Rossi battling for position. Antti Rossi in that Porsche, Andre Rousseau in that Aston Martin. Looks like Antti Rossi going to get by, taking over the 11th position. Good battle right there between the two of those. Andre Rousseau back to 12th. Another battle I'm not sure is over with. So these guys running pretty tight together here. Take a look at Antonello Mastro in that McLaren right now, running in the 20th position. Kind of out there by himself a little bit. And have a pretty quiet night here, running in 20th. I told you, man, I didn't think this battle was over, and I think they were getting after it again. Andre Rousseau making a charge, and I thought he might have gotten around to Antti Rossi, but doesn't look like that was the case there. Maybe might have been a little bit of a connection issue. This guy's still battling it out. Battle's been going on for a few minutes. Giacomo Ettore right now running in the 6th position. He is having a pretty good night here in that Porsche. Man, he swings that car wide. How about that? Did you see that? That car almost into the wall. He's hanging that car out right now, and Mata Andika right there as well. Boris Bashuta, Gregor Bulat, all these guys running here pretty darn close together. So that is 4, 5, 6, and 7 going by. They heading down into turn 1. Gregor Bulat in 4th. Boris Bashuta 5th. Giacomo Ettore in 6th. Mata Andika in 7th. All those guys running all close together here. And they're going to start running up on some lap traffic too. That can definitely play a role here. And I think Boris Bashuta is wanting to get around in a hurry. All over the back of Gregor Bulat in that Porsche as he's running behind some lap traffic here. Valerio Margarito gets over and lets those two guys go. But I'll tell you, I think out of the back, some of those guys might be having a little bit of an issue here, catching him in the wrong spot. That looks like what has happened with Giacomo Ettore. He's lost some time. He's sort of lost contact with the 4-5. Back here with Boris Bashuta running in the 5th position. And I tell you, he really is putting the challenge on Gregor Bulat right now. Feeling we're going to have a pass for 5th or a battle for 5th. We're already having a battle for 5th, but I guess that'd be battle for 4th. Oh man, I just left that, didn't I? Let's take a look at that here. We'll get it back. Look at that. On the outside line. Boris Bashuta trying that outside, not going to work. Is it going to go? Oh, man, oh my gosh, how did he hang on to that thing? He was wrecked right there. Boris Bashuta going to go on board here with him. Watch him. He's going to work this wheel. He comes around this turn, and this thing's going to get loose right here. He is wrecked right there, flat out wrecked. How in the world did he hang on to that? Which is, we'll go on board here with Gregor Bulat. He's going to get by, and then you see, oh, Boris Bashuta hanging on, maintaining 5th position. Boy, he made a run. Now he's going to have to get back up on the wheel, and he's got 13 minutes, a little over 13 minutes left to go to get back up to Gregor Bulat and make a run at him again. Yelfid Amari almost a 10-second lead, 9.5 seconds on our way to 10-second lead over our 2nd place car, Thomas Golab. Battle between the two of those guys, Thomas Golab, Adam Karkazeski, still raging. This is for the 2nd position. I don't know, man. Javier, I think he's chosen who he wants to win this race. Look at that. He said, go, Andre. Great racing and commentary. Thank you so much. Have a lot of fun doing this. Look at that, man. Adam Karkazeski, Thomas Golab, and Adam Karkazeski get that spot, and it looks like he does pull off that pass. It ain't over, though. Thomas Golab is mad. He wants that spot back. Adam Karkoszewski was patient. Take a look at this pass going into the turn. Oh, a little contact right there. And how many times have we seen that, man? Adam Karkoszewski not afraid to lay the bumper on you. And he takes over that spot. Thomas Golab there does makes a valiant effort of trying to get that spot back. I'd say this probably isn't over. But for now, Adam Karkoszewski has second. Thomas Golab is in third. Xavier Eugenie, Furman Numahadi battling for position. Some contact between the two of those, a BMW and an Aston Martin battling for the spot. And Xavier Eugenie going to take over the 13th spot. Furman Numahadi back to 14th. Got 11 minutes left to go. And our season points leader is in the driver's seat. No pun intended. Look who it is again. It's Morris Pashuta and Gregor Poulad battling for a spot. Again. Morris Pashuta now taking over that fourth position. Gregor Poulad back to fifth. Good battle between the two of those guys. Yeah, Gregor Poulad really starting to pressure and maybe try to get it back around Morris Pashuta. Another battle here we'll have to keep our eye on here as the race starts to wind down. Take a look at the Giacomo Ettore looking out of the front of his machine. You see that battle right there between Gregor Poulad and Morris Pashuta. Man, Giacomo Ettore is working. So he sees that battle. Now, I think Morris Pashuta is starting to roll up with some lap traffic here. Just ahead. As he goes by. So a little lap traffic has opened up a little bit of a gap there. Mata Indika. Indika is running in the 7th position. He's pretty tight there with Giacomo Ettore. Starting to wind down this race. Pretty tight battle here with some of these guys. Xavier Eugenie trying to get around Antti Rossi. Antti Rossi coming around. Oh, and he might have made a little contact with Andre Rousseau. Take a look at that again. Just out of the, just ahead of Xavier Eugenie. Antti Rossi gets that car loose, and there's going to be a little contact right here as Andre Rousseau tries to go by. Gets by, but Antti Rossi losing some positions here. Furman Numahadi, I think, is going to get by as well. Look at this. Out in front of Furman Numahadi's machine, you see Antti Rossi there. And, man, he does a good job of staying out of the back of Antti Rossi. Stefano De Nadal trying to pick up a spot here. Furman Numahadi, I think, might have come around after he got around Antti Rossi. See Antti Rossi behind him, and Furman Numahadi overshoots this turn and gets that car spun, and he's in the grass. He doesn't hit anything, but now he's going to lose some spots. So he gives that spot back to Antti Rossi. I think there's some more shenanigans here as Andre Rousseau comes around. So these cars must start losing some grip here. Andre Rousseau, we'll see what happened to him. Look at that. That thing is off track right there. He's just missed that turn, and then that was not a good camera angle, that thing flying by like that. So he's going to lose a couple positions. Tough break there for Andre. This guy's out of the fray, man. He is an 11-second lead over Adam Karkazeski. 7 minutes left to go in this race. Danielle Vitamari, our race leader. Adam Karkazeski, second. Thomas Golab, third. Morris Pashuta, fourth. Gregor Bulat is fifth. And we're watching Stefano Day Nadal make that pass on Andre Rousseau. Andre Rousseau had an eventful lap, that's for sure. He's trying to maybe limp that car home a little bit. He is in the 14th position. And Stefano Day Nadal takes over the 13th spot. Haven't had a time to check the side-by-side as they were taking out Lorenzo Finetto running in the 15th position. Danielle Vitamari crossing the start-finish line here with 6 minutes left to go. Things got a little hairy there, a couple minutes left to go. I'd say starting around 10 minutes left to go, and things seem like they have calmed down somewhat. Claudio Barrera indicating he might have come around. He does. He misses that turn there a little bit. I don't think he got into anything, but in the grass they're trying to get things straightened back up, get that car back out on track, running in the 18th position. Take a look at Morris Pashuta down in the lower right frame. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, man, please hit that thumbs up button, but also please click on that link down in the description of this race and follow that to the Fanatic website if you're interested in purchasing some equipment through them. Please follow that link. That would do me a great service, great favor, and appreciate your support here at TurnLeft TV. You can follow me on Twitter at TurnLeft TV or Facebook at TurnLeft TV 1, and then my Discord address there is Pete Johnson at 8278. Friend me on Discord, man. I always like having some new friends. Christian Muscala missing that turn a little bit, and oh man, he spins that McLaren around off track, but does not get into anything. That's good news for him. And he had a battle going on here in the back of his car. I think there it is, just in time. Why? I would really wish that Studio 397 would do something about all the ability to sort of, I don't know, mute some of those cameras, or at least give me a key to where I can just say, hey, this is the one I want. This is the camera that I want out of the back of the car. I don't really care about some of the other cameras. I just want that one out of the back of the car. That'd be a good one. So I have to cycle through all those cameras to get to the right one. All right, I'm off my soapbox. Danielle Vitamari is the race leader. And, he is picking them up, putting them down right now. Got a 12-second lead. We got just under 3 minutes left to go. So we got some chatters in here. I don't know how to read that. Was that Danier? I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know what language that is, but Krusty joining us. Thanks so much, Krusty, for coming in and watching the race. Look at Farouk Talib running in the 21st position. A little eventful night there. Had some trouble there about halfway through the race and has been trying to battle back and gain some valuable spots. Stefano De Nadal, Antti Rossi battling for position. McLaren versus Porsche. Oh, that McLaren, how about that crossover move right there? Antti Rossi had that spot and Stefano De Nadal crossed him over. Take a look at that again. Antti Rossi makes this pass, but then, you better check your six. As Stefano De Nadal, what a big move to gain that spot back. Good race right there. Michael Brooks and Lorenzo Finetto. Oh, contact between the two of those guys. Lorenzo Finetto, I think, goes off track. Michael Brooks, look at this, man. There's some contact between the two of those, and he is on a ride. Michael Brooks going to take that spot, but not without a little discussion between Lorenzo Finetto and Michael Brooks. Now this guy's just out for a Sunday drive, isn't he? Daniele Vittimari, the race leader, and we've got a minute left to go. We're going to get another lap in? I think we are. I think we're getting another whole lap in. See, there's the pits. He's going to go across the start-finish line, and we're still going to have some time on the clock. How about that? There we go. I like that. We got another lap to go. So good news for us here in the booth. We get to broadcast a little bit more. How about Adam Karkazeski running in the second position? He has had that car up front all night long. Running in third is Thomas Golap. Had a pretty good night here at McLaren. Starting to wind down this race, boys and girls. It's Daniele Vittimari. Going to pick up a huge race win and the championship. With this race win, definitely seals the deal. He has been solid all night long, all season long, and he's going to end up picking up his fourth win of the season. And it comes at the right time. So he had a pretty decent size points lead coming into tonight. So Daniele Vittimari making that final turn on the horn, flashing the lights. As Daniele Vittimari takes home the race victory and the championship. How about that? Adam Karkazeski going to end up picking up second place. Thomas Golap finishing in third. Morris Pasciuta is fourth. Thomas Golap finishes in the third position. Good race for him. And Daniele Vittimari, our champion. see if we got a podium scene here. Yeah, there we go. The final podium. Danielle Vitimari, Thomas Golab actually in third there. Danielle Vitimari first, Adam Karkazeski second, Thomas Golab third at Hungaroring. Now he's got a different look to this car here, but nonetheless, there's our champion. Got some chatting going on. So 2019 champion in the Sim Racing Mania Blancpain GT3 Series season, Danielle Vitimari. That was a fun victory lap. Looks like he's doing some drifting right there. How about that? This guy's having a little fun. You see Thomas Golab there through. He finished second in points, so good job for him. Golab there leaving some paint. Danielle Vitimari's car. So the race winner, Danielle Vitimari. So a great job there to him. We'll take one more look at our podium here. And our top three here tonight, Danielle Vitimari, Adam Karkazeski, Thomas Golab. And then the season champion, Danielle Vitimari. What a great job. 4 wins for him this season. See if we can't hop on into the booth. Get some chatting going on. What a great job to those guys, man. Just a great series and a great season. Very fun for me. I'm not sure if I can get the season standings. I don't know if that's going to be updated here. That'd be great. We'll get a few minutes here and get some guys up here in the chat session. How about that, man? Taking home the race win and the championship. Big time performance there from Daniele Vidimari.
What's up, Michael?
Well, Stefano broke 3 counties before the corner 3 times, so I crashed 3 times.
All right, hey guys, how you doing?
Hi, Heath.
Hi, Heath.
Well, hey, congratulations on a great season for you guys. Been a lot of fun and some great racing there tonight here at Hungaroring. Talk a little bit about how this race went. I know there's going to be some positives and negatives, I suspect.
Adam has something to say, I think.
I was driving with the extinguisher on the front brakes for almost like 30 minutes.
Yeah, he was behind me almost half of the race, so it was hard for him. But I must say that it was very, very hard to stay in front of Daniela, in front of Adam. They made great job this race.
Yeah, we were watching that battle between the two of you for a long time there, and what a great battle there toward the end. He made a gutsy move there, Adam, and getting around Thomas at the end. But Thomas looked like he might have tried to get back around there right away, maybe do a crossover move. Talk about a little bit more about that battle between the two of you guys.
Yeah, because BMW doesn't have the drive of the corners, and like I knew that I will be vulnerable if I will be close to him on the straight, any straight, I would say, even though shorter one. So yeah, I knew that the BMW is good on those tight sections. At least my setup was, but you know, to stay in those fast sections, you know, even this small dirty area behind car in front, even like this half or one length behind the car in front, it was so undrivable. You know, the front axle was like pushing out of the corners almost from those fast corners, and I was not able to be, you know, close enough in those tight sections, and I had to simply like wait for 30 minutes behind him, like half or one length of the car behind him for any mistakes. And yeah, like this was, I think, maybe one mistake during the half an hour that he made, and I'd use it.
Yeah. I try to be fast at exit of last corner every lap, and this lap where Adam overtake me, I made a mistake in last sector. That's why.
I simply knew that I have to like push him. You can say to make a mistake, or you can say to provoke him with a mistake in one section that he will be off guard. You can say for the straight or something like that. And I knew that the BMW is much better on the brakes in like every place on the track. So if he was, you can say, in this close draft on the final straight, then I knew that I will unbrake him even like without any dive bomb.
Yeah, but I must say that this battle was clean and it was great fun.
Well, we're joined in the booth here by our champion, Daniele Vidimari. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Great job.
Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, it was a very funny championship. Probably I think the cars were not so much balanced each other, but Ballast did a great job in my opinion. Anyway, I'm happy.
Well, 4 wins this season. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Thomas.
Go.
I was going to say 4 wins this season, and you had a pretty substantial lead going into the last race. You had to feel pretty comfortable knowing that you really didn't have to win the race to be able to win the championship.
Yeah, I know. I was a bit surprised about my pace, because to be honest, I really don't like this track. So yeah, I'm surprised about this win. To be honest, yeah.
I tried to not hurt Daniela when he
Ah,
overtake me because I knew that if we crash, he will lose championship. So
you could have.
Maybe not even that, because he would Daniela had to like finish in, I don't know, top 20, because like for the he had such a big advantage.
I needed 26 points at least.
Yeah, so like I think in top 20 you had to finish only. I think.
15,
yeah,
15.
15.
Yeah, top 15. So yeah, so even with the crash, or I don't know, even with an extra pit stop for the repairs, he would be still like able to finish in top 50.
The only danger was only another connection lost. Only that.
Yeah. Before the 75%, yeah, because like in Zandvoort, when we had after the 75%, then we had points, yeah, for the, like for the distance.
Yeah.
And we got Michael Brooks in here with us as well. And Michael, you had a pretty eventful race here. I guess last couple races pretty eventful for you, and really battled back here for a fairly decent finish. You had a 15th-place finish here, considering all the drama that played out for you here this race. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I was starring in Mad Max Fury Road, the amount of incidents I had today. First, I was battling Stefano for a long while, but I don't know if it's just, I'm not sure if it was either me being really good on the brakes or he not being very good on the brakes. As especially in I think it was the third last corner, I would be like 5 car lengths back, and then suddenly I'd be like trying to end up doing a dive bomb without even realizing. And then I think I made contact with him 3 times. The first one was my fault, but then the second 2, I wasn't even trying to overtake him, and I ended up hitting him. I think the final time I went off, and as I rejoined into the second last corner, someone sideswiped me for no reason. I don't know why. And then I think Michael Hasnek, he hit me, but he was out of control going backwards, so that wasn't really his fault. Then I think Dino had a bit of contact with me at one point. It was just a race of attrition. I don't know how my car survived. But, yeah, it was interesting into the season for me, put it that way.
Well, the BMWs seem to be built like tanks. Adam Karkazeski, yeah, you certainly weren't afraid to use that bumper a few times there to muscle your way through. I suggest to you that those were some of the things you sort of had to do, given your feeling on the BMW with respect to how it matched up with some of these other cars.
Yeah, because it's lacking, even the amount of the setup that you can change in the BMW is much less than in other cars. That is one thing, and the rear X in BMW is also like made of jelly beans. So yeah, yeah, and especially the drive off the corners. Yeah, I was sitting back when I was fighting with Eventange. Yeah, the McLaren was simply going off the corner. Yeah? And also, for example, BMW has only 6 settings of the traction control compared to the others where they have almost like 12 or 10. Mm-hmm. And in BMW, it's the above 4 of 6 is, you can say, too much, because the car is, you can say, even slower than it already is, and below 4, like 1 to 3, is simply you ask for a spin even on a fresh tires. Yeah, like no matter how much you operate with the gas pedal. So like it's so the setup window is so narrow compared to the Aston, for example, where it's like it's simply a plug and play car almost.
I think that
Aston is...
Go ahead.
Oh, I know the Aston straight out of the box, I'd probably say is the fastest car. It just has such good balance. But the BMW, there's a running gag in the championship where we've been referring to the BMW as a boat, and it feels like a yacht land use at times. It's so hard to get it in that sweet spot, like Adam said. So
Yeah,
once you get in that sweet spot, it's decent, but it can't quite match the others, I don't think. Not much.
I think that the best thing in BMWs are brakes.
Yeah. So
Because
yeah,
brakes are
Adam,
if you say
Adam
something,
used it today.
if something you can say is a plus in a BMW is the brakes and the ability to brake like much later. And for example, on a fast track, let's say if it will be Monza or Silverstone, yeah, then you can say this kind of like behavior of the car would be okay. I mean, but here when this is like this start stop track, yeah, where you have those very tight and going off the corner from second or first gear, like the BMW is like doomed from the start.
Yeah, I think that McLaren is opposite of BMW. It has everything apart from brakes.
Yeah, I think the same.
Well, Daniel Vidimar, you won 4 races. Are there any races that stood out to you with your 4 wins? Any that meant more to you than any of the others?
Daniel is
Sorry, I didn't catch.
He's drunk on victory.
it's rose water.
Are you drinking the champagne? Is that what you're doing?
No, just water.
I was wondering of the 4 wins that you had, was there any win that really stood out to you? That seemed to be more important to you than the others.
Can you repeat? Sorry, because
Which win was the hardest one for you?
Or the most important. Yeah.
Let me think. Maybe the best for me it was maybe Misano because it was a perfect race, and probably the last one, Zandvoort, it could have been the best race for me because it was so strange and so special with soft tires in wet, and I had a lot of fun trying to overtake every car in front of me, and uh, then there was the connection loss. So at the end, it was not a good race, but maybe Zandvoort was one of the best race without the connection lost.
I must say that Daniela is really an alien. I remember a race at Nürburgring where he was half a second behind me for whole race, and he catch me from, I don't know, 5 minutes before.
Yeah, it was near the end. Yes, it was a great race as well.
Looks like we have Stefano De Nadal and Valerio Margarito joining us in here too. They have their mics muted. I don't know if they're just peeking in here or if they want to add into the conversation.
Come on, you two, don't be shy.
Michael, where did you finish?
I know what you're referring to, and I think you've beaten me in the championships. I know what you're asking, and I finished 15th. So you've probably beaten me.
Wait, which place?
15th, I had a demolition derby of a race again.
15th is 26 points, yeah?
I'm going to say yes at a guess. I'm pretty sure you've beaten me.
Oh, okay, I will check that.
You can always get him in the hypercars. Talk about what you guys have coming up here this next season here. You're sort of switching gears here and doing some hypercar season.
It's a pretty new car for me. Never did maybe 1 lap, 2 laps. Really don't know that car.
I think that this is really a beast. It's way faster than LMP2 cars. I tested it on Spa, and it's way faster. But I think overtaking in this car will be very hard because in dirty air it will be under.
I saw a VEC race with the hypercars at Malaysia, Sepang, I think it was recently. And then there was some good racing going on there with those guys. I mean, I think Daniel and Adam, were you two in that race? I'm not sure if you were in that race. You might have been.
I don't know. At least I didn't drive hypercars. Like for me, LMP and hypercars are too fast.
Ah, okay.
I'm too old and too slow.
Will you participate?
There's no BMW in there.
No, like the speed.
No more excuses.
The speed comparison, you can say for me, it's like I don't, like the DTM, I can drive it, but like everything above it, no, it's like it's too much for me. It's I don't feel so comfortable, you can say, in those very fast, and especially even in formulas. So yeah, like this is like no for me.
Yeah, that hypercar is more like an MP1 car. It's very, very fast, as I said. It require good driving, really good driving.
The best way to describe the hypercar, I've driven it like a few laps around Circuit de la Sarthe, like when I bought it. It's basically an LMP1 car with worse brakes. I think that's the best way I can describe it at a glance.
It has good brakes, but it's hard to brake without blocking wheel.
Looks like Stefano has joined us back here in chat and talk a little bit about your 12th place finish here tonight, Stefano.
You've got to have push to talk enabled, Stefano.
Oh,
there
he almost did it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. How? Yeah, so I was in the back end in the race, so but it was funny anyway because of the battles with Richard Brooks, and I had also a battle with Antti Rasi. I know that he was struggling with the tires, so I was in advantage, but anyway, he has a funny race, a good championship, and well, I'm happy for the championship, and we hope for the next that will be so funny.
So I suspect you're going to drive, you're going to run in this hypercar championship as well.
Yeah, right. I won't join. Yes.
Well, hey, I want to say, go ahead, Stefano. You want to add something?
Yeah. Do you think, Heath, that you will do the streaming also for the next championship?
I don't know. I'm going to have to sort of check and see what time it's going to be and what the days are and so forth. I've been so excited about doing these races, and it's been tough for me because I actually don't get off work until 3 p.m. My local time, and the race here starts at 4 p.m. So I've really got to rush home and get things booted up and so forth. So hopefully I can, and we'll see how it works out.
I just want to say, Heath, thank you so much for your broadcasting work over the season.
Same.
I know it's been a hell getting home wise, but you've done such a good job, and just want to thank you so much. You've done a brilliant job, and I look forward to watching the race when I get after this.
Well,
I agree. You did a really great job.
Well, thank you so much for your support, and I've really, I feel like, gained a lot of friends here in this league and Sim Racing Mania, and I suspect a lot of folks who watch these races that may not be part of the scenario here with Sim Racing Mania are going to want to come and join you guys. You guys are just a fantastic group of folks and very welcoming and great drivers.
Thank you very much, Heath.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was pleasure to race here and pleasure to watch your broadcast.
I will say this, that I'm a little disheartened every time I get out on the track and do some practice laps just to see what the track's like. I look at my times and I'm like 5 seconds behind everybody else.
Bear in mind, we do a lot of practice for this, so.
Well, hey, thank you so much, guys.
Speak for yourself. Like, I only made like 5 laps.
Oi.
we lost family and friends to be so fast. I hate.
No, but anyway, also Heath, you can say like, as for you can say like, overall NASCAR fan, you did very good job, you know, to commentate the road racing, let's say in European style. Oh, let's say this. Very good job. Oh.
Yeah, I love GT3 racing, and yeah, I'm a NASCAR fan, but I am 40 miles away from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so I've always been an IndyCar fan. Yeah.
Next season, let's make 24-hour Daytona.
Oh yeah.
With NASCAR.
I think one of the hypercar races is Daytona. Actually,
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Is it?
No.
Yes, there is Daytona.
24-hour Rolex. Yeah, it's the IMSA race.
No, I mean the hypercar series we're doing.
I know.
Daytona Road Course.
That's it.
Michael, you're point in front of me in standings.
Ha
And did I, Tomasz? Did I got Rossi for the P3? I think not, because like the gap was too big.
No. You were 52 points behind him. So
yeah, so I would have to win, you can say, with him, like let's say in DNF almost like.
DNF at under 75% of the race. Yeah.
Who won out of Dino and Valerio, the two owners of SRM?
Wait a minute.
I just want to say thank you to Dino and Valerio. Like, I know they're not on the mic much because of their accidents and just time, but they've done such a good job organising this and just getting all this together. Like, I know we've helped them out a lot, but they were the guys who got the ball rolling. So I just want to thank Dino and Valerio and just everything they've done, and look forward to next season.
Yeah, Dino won the race behind Sim Racing Mania admins. He's in front on Valerio.
Yeah, so in the next season another GT3, but let's say you can say much more. I would like to have, let's say, 60-minute races, like the minimum amount of racing, and with one mandatory pit stop, you can say, maybe to use 2 compounds.
So you are talking about hypercar series.
No,
that's actually what the rules are going to be for that.
60 minutes, mandatory pit stops, 2 compounds, and 2.
So then copy paste for the GT3 next season.
Yeah. Like
yeah. We will have 2 times faster tire degradation.
Yeah, but only you can say to keep in mind that Aston Martin, you can say, can, let's say, save fuel, and with the tank that it has now in standard mode, you can say, that is from Studio 397, it can go much longer than all the other cars, you can say. So it would have to be fully mandatory pit stop, you can say.
Not that much, maybe one lap.
But on, let's say, on track like Hungaroring, with shifting, you can say, earlier, yeah, you would be able very easy to make one more lap. And then, for example, if the race would be 60 minutes without mandatory pit stop, Aston Martin would make it from flag to flag without pit stop, yeah?
That's why in hypercars we will have mandatory pit stops.
How much fuel did you use, Adam, for this race?
I took 90 liters, and I had for one more lap at the end of the race.
Yeah, me too. Same for me.
88 for me, and one more
I
lap.
had enough for some burnouts at the end.
Yeah.
We'll definitely look at the rules. Like, if we do the GT3s again, this has definitely been a learning season for me, like, for helping running the league, and so we'll definitely look at tweaking some things for next time.
Nice.
Well, hey, again, thanks so much, guys. We're going to close out the broadcast, but definitely don't be strangers Make yourself home. You can come into TurnLeft TV any old time.
We will.
Thank you very much, Heath. Anyone watching that? Well, I guess have a happy Christmas, I guess.
Thank you, Heath.
Happy New Year.
It's a little bit too early, Michael. I know you have
it's the
3
last race of
already.
the season, so you never know.
It's already like 3rd December, so yeah, like this all the seasons, or you can say all the racing in other leagues is like stopping or coming to stop.
Yeah.
All right, that a good chat session there with those guys. Danielle Fittimari, Thomas Golab in there, Michael Brooks, Adam Karkazeski, Stefano De Nadal joining us in there as well. So appreciate their company and their hospitality. As I was mentioning, those guys do a fantastic job there of just welcoming new folks in. If you're interested in doing some great sim racing, man, check these guys out, Sim Racing Mania. They do a fantastic job. So congratulations to Danielle Fittimari, not only for winning tonight's race, but also winning the championship. And really, what a huge season he had here at Sim Racing Mania. 4 wins out of the 8 races. Very, very solid effort there for Danielle Fittimari. Hey, coming up on Thursday, got a big one for you, and that is the late models. That's right, some short track action, some beating and banging around with the late models at Happy Hour Racing League. Kudos to Brent Owen in converting these models over and continuing to work on them, getting the eye candy going. We've broadcast some races with the late models, and this is going to be Jefferson Speedway. This is a short track speedway that one of 3 short tracks that Brent Owen has converted over, and this is a good one. So that's coming up on Thursday, December the 5th, a 40-lap heat race, and then a 100-lap feature race coming up. Race starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. rFactor 2 late models live right here on TurnLeft TV. You can only get them live right here on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much to Brent Owen and Happy Hour Racing League. I'm excited to broadcast some races for them and these late models. Coming up on Wednesday, the Ironman Racing Series will be at Eagle Creek Speedway. That's Kentucky. And the Winter Fun races. These guys are sort of off, not doing a formal points standings this fun race season here throughout December and into January. Coming up on Wednesday, December the 4th. 9 p.m., 107 laps in the Ironman Racing Series. This is a very interesting series because there's a tire rule. You get a limited number of tires throughout the course of the race. You get 12 total tires, 4 to start the race, 8 additional tires, and it's really up to you how you use those tires, and it does make for some great racing when guys start working different tire strategies, making 4-tire stop or a no-tire stop or maybe a right-side tires only. Those types of things really play into how much passing you get, the strategy, the fuel mileage, and so forth is all seems to be heightened in importance in the Ironman Racing Series. So you definitely want to check that out, man. What some great racing there. And right now they're in their winter off season, but nonetheless, great deal going on with them. I'd like to thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the YouTube channel at TurnLeft TV. I never thought in a million years, man, when I started doing this a couple years ago here, I've always wanted to, when I was doing when I was doing NASCAR Racing 2003 back in the day, I had some buddies that, we raced with in our league, and they started doing some broadcasting, and I thought, that is so neat. And I decided a couple years ago that I was going to teach myself how to do it here in rFactor 2, and I've sort of worked it out, and we got something going here now. But I appreciate all the support. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up button here on TurnLeft TV, and then don't forget, to hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so, but also hit that little bell. That way you get notifications of when races are going live, or when I have videos, like I uploaded a video here of a preview of this race tonight, this championship, a recap of the championship, I should say, and that you'll get notifications then as well when I upload those videos. And then if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeft TV, you can click on the link up in the banner of the TurnLeft TV channel and make a donation through PayPal. I want to say thank you so much to Sim Racing Mania and all the guys there and their support for TurnLeft TV. I greatly appreciate it. Well, that's going to do it for us this season, man. I can't believe this thing has gone so fast. I'm kind of sad, really. I want to go back and do it all over again. Well, again, congratulations to Daniele Vedimari on winning the championship in the Sim Racing Mania 2019 Blancpain GT3 Series. Did a great job and a well-deserved championship, very humble champion. And I enjoyed every moment of it. So hopefully he's having some champagne. Maybe he'll ship a bottle of champagne here to Indiana for me. Hope to get to see these guys race again. Again, they got these hypercars coming up, and I'll check in on the season there and see how things are sort of panning out here as far as time is concerned, and we'll see if we can't make it happen. Until then, boys and girls, thanks so much for coming out to this championship. We'll see you down the road. We out of here.